Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to learn about a new type of home and animals that live in this home, also known as a habitat. Our story today is My Home in the Desert. This is by J. Patrick Lewis. As we read, focus on what animals you see in this habitat and how you would describe a desert. Welcome to the desert. Every bug, rodent, rabbit, and rattler in our habitat soaks up the sun. If you would like to meet in the shimmering heat of the desert, come join in the fun. The world's deserts cover about 1/3 of Earth's surface. Roadrunner. I am a bird who enjoys going cuckoo, for the lizards and snakes I devour. But I much prefer sprinting to flying. I can run 20 miles per hour. A roadrunner leaves X-shaped tracks in the sand. It has 2 toes facing forward and 2 facing back. Meerkat. My family of 20 or more is known as a gang or a mob. We watch out for eagles and jackals and cobras because that's our job. At night, meerkats like to snuggle up together. They sleep in a big pile. Sidewinder rattlesnake. I make lines like zigzaggy S's on dunes along this golden land. When my belly is full, then I wind up and disappear deep in the sand. Sidewinders have a venomous bite. They hunt small animals such as rats and rabbits. Scorpion. I may seem like a miniature lobster, but my burrow is not in the ocean. What accounts for my fearsome appearance are my looks and my locomotion. Adult scorpions live alone in burrows dug in the sand. Camel. The dromedary has 1 hump and the Bactrian has 2. It is easy to forget this rule, so here is what to do. Roll the first initial over on its flat behind. The dromedary is different from the Bactrian kind. Camels' humps contain fat. They use it for energy when food is scarce. As the fat gets used up, the humps droop. Black-tailed jackrabbit. Ask a hawk, owl, fox, or coyote, name your favorite fast food dessert. They will say the American desert hare. That is me. I am on constant alert. The jackrabbit has huge ears. They help control the hare's body temperature. Hidden homes. In this vast playground of wind and sky, you are bound to discover a friend or two, but it may take a while and a very sharp eye to see shy desert animals come into view. The animals shown in this book are hiding in this desert scene. Can you find them all? During the story, did you notice any animals that live in the desert? For your worksheet today, you will be writing first about an animal in the desert. Remember, there were roadrunners, meerkats, a sidewinder rattlesnake, a scorpion, camels, and a black-tailed jackrabbit. So in the very first sentence, it says blank live in the desert. So for me, I'm writing camels. So I wrote camels with a big capital letter, and then it says camels live in the desert. I traced the word desert. You are going to be doing this as well. You do not have to pick camels. You may pick a different animal, but you will sound it out, write it at the beginning, and then trace the word desert for the very first sentence. The second sentence you will write will be about describing the desert. In the story, through the words and pictures, the desert was described as hot, warm, sandy, and dry. The second sentence says, the desert is. You will trace the word desert and then sound out a word that describes desert and then write it at the end of the sentence. For my example, I wrote hot. The desert is hot. Lastly, for this worksheet, you will draw a picture that shows the animals you chose and where they are. The desert. Please use different colors when drawing so that your teacher is able to identify what animals you drew and the desert you drew. When you have completed both sentences and drawn your picture of the animals and the desert, please hit submit.